What is going on, my YouTube family? We are here with this 2024 Road King Special. This bike belongs to Speedway Harley-Davidson, and we're about to ride it back over there, but let's talk about it.
Infinit Ryda.
So for the 2024 year, the Road King comes in 4 colors. You're going to get the option of having it in the billiard gray, vivid black, red rock, or this beautiful white onyx pearl that you see sitting before me. The trim on all the Road King specials is completely blacked out. You're going to get the blacked out pipes, you're going to get the blacked out motor, you're going to get everything blacked out, including the wheels, the mirrors, the levers, the handlebars. Everything is blacked out on the Road King special. You're going to get locking stretched saddlebags that are going to offer you 2.5 cubic feet of storage within these bags. Look at that. That's my Dixon. It's going to come with this 6-gallon tank that's going to get you 43 miles to the gallon. And man, look at that pearl. It's popping. You're going to get a 32-degree lean angle on the right and a 31-degree lean angle on the left. You've got a 130 front tire and a 180 rear. It's going to come with these mini 8 bars that you see here, which I'm not a huge fan of mini 8 bars, but a lot of people are. The cool part about them is if you loosen them up, you can adjust them by pushing them forward or backward to tune in that riding position. And the wet weight of this beauty is going to be 807 pounds, and that Milwaukee 114 is putting out 122 foot-pounds of torque. Comment down below, what do you think of this beauty? Okay, we are mounted up here. Don't worry, I got gloves, they in my pocket, but we're gonna go over some of the controls here real quick. All right, so when you turn on the bike, you've got this analog speedometer and this small digital display that you got down there. I wish they would have put that larger display that they offer on some of the motorcycles. I feel like that would have just been a lot better on this bike. To cycle through this display, your button's actually gonna be right up here. You're gonna press that. So let's see what you get in here. You get mileage, which this bike has 8 miles currently. You're gonna get a trip A, a trip B, your remaining mileage to this tank of gas, a clock, a gear indicator, as well as digital RPM, your front tire pressure, which it looks like it's at 37, and your rear tire pressure, which is at 42. Looks like you actually get a lot of information out of there. Your fuel gauge is actually right here. It kind of looks like where you would put fuel in the bike, but that's actually your gauge. The bike comes with traction control as well as cruise control. So you got your traction control, you got your high, your low beam, you got your horn. Oh, is it loud? You get your left blinker. That's everything that's on your left side. On your right side, you're going to get your stop and run switch, your ignition, your hazard light, and your left turn signal. It comes with these black mirrors, which look a lot better than the chrome to me, and you get powder coated levers. Beep, 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 beep. So let's put these gloves on that I got right here. If you're wondering what these gray things sticking out of my gloves are, they are actually a type of freeze out liner because it's a little bit chilly today. Okay, let's see what that stock Milwaukee 8114 is going to sound like. All right, you get a little bit of rumble, Woo, can y'all hear that? Sounds a lot better than a scooter. All right, let's get out here on the road after we do a little bit of parking lot pimping. What I mean by that is just slow maneuvers in the parking lot. And I did not do those burnouts, in case y'all are wondering. Unfortunately, I don't have that skill set. But as you can see, you can do some slow maneuvers on this motorcycle. It's not as easy to maneuver at a slow speed as the Fat Boy was. It felt like the Fat Boy had a lower center of gravity, which I know it didn't. The reason it felt better doing slow speeds is because of how wide the tire is. So it kind of would stay up for you. But this one has your standard size tires that most Harley-Davidsons do. But you can still do like some figure eights. You could definitely do some slow speed maneuvers. You know, you can do that. You can go this way. It's definitely a maneuverable motorcycle, especially for a touring bike. This is a full-size touring bike just without a fairing. But let's get out here on the road and talk about how she rides. It actually sounds pretty good on acceleration. And for this bike to be weighing 807 pounds, I am so not feeling the weight. Not at all. This bike weighs more than a big girl, and I'm feeling less weight out of this than I would if... Let's not take it there. All right. We about to jump out here. All right. We're good. Let's go. Upon acceleration, you'll get to 50 miles per hour quite quick. And the bike rides smooth. It sounds really good when it accelerates. That high flow breather that you're going to get on the side, you can hear it pulling in the air, and you still can hear a little bit of rumble coming out the back, but mainly it's kind of quiet up here because all the exhaust sound is going out the back and it's not ridiculously loud. So mainly what I'm hearing is road and this air breather. As you can see, the bike handles really well. It's quite flickable, especially for a touring bike, and you got a decent amount of lean angle if you want to lean her over. The one thing that this bike is lacking compared to your other touring bikes like your Street Glide or your Road Glide is that fairing. So I am catching quite a bit of wind to the chest, and since it's cooler out here, it don't feel it's cold air. I'm catching cold air, so cold air on the nips. I wonder what's happening right now. You've got these floorboards which allow you to adjust your feet to get into a more comfortable position, especially once you get out there on that road and you're planning on putting in some serious mileage. You got this baby in cruise control. You just out there rolling and you can just adjust your feet, move them around a wee bit. Yeah, this bike moves. It moves. It does not feel like an 807-pound bike, I will tell you that. The seating position is quite comfy. I will say that it is a quite comfortable seating position. I can flat foot this bike, and my inseam is about a 32-inch inseam, I'd say, and I can flat foot the bike with no problem. I'm sitting in a completely upright seating position that is quite comfortable. This is probably your most comfortable seating position on a motorcycle. When you have that many right angles going on, you're going to be extremely comfortable on the bike. All right, she handles curves like a champ. When it comes to Harley-Davidson's touring bikes, the ergonomics are right on point, man. You're going to be in that perfect upright seating position. For the most part, they knock it out of the ballpark when it comes to the placement of the handlebars and the type of handlebars they put on these bikes. But a lot of people change out their bars. A lot of people want taller bars. Some people want T-bars, like myself. I love T-bars. T-bars have to go on everything. T-bars, T-bars, T-bars. If I could put T-bars in my car, I probably would do it. There are a lot of police-eyes out here today. I just passed one right when I was about to roll on throttle. Wrist, control yourself. I see you peeking out of there, Elmo. Control yourself, wrist. But the bike handles really well. I mean, it's basically the same as the 2023 year bike. There's no difference they changed except for the colors. And this pearl is popping, man. I keep noticing it in my peripherals. I see that glitter, that sparkle. It's got like hints of, I'd say it's hints of blue in there, like an aqua blue. I see a little bit of pinkish colors, maybe a hint of some green pearl. So, I mean, they blended that amazingly. It looks so good, and it's just popping. And the way it contrasts with this black, man, I mean, this bike is hitting. The only thing I would do different on this is a lot. I would put a Saddleman seat on here or a Lepera. I would throw on here a Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. And I would also get a 2-in-1, probably Sawicki exhaust on here, or maybe a Bassani. I would probably keep the floorboards, even though I'm not a floorboard guy. I don't like the look of them. I'll probably change these to some MX style floorboards where they look like that. What else would I do to this bike? Maybe that's it. That might be it if it was mine, but it ain't. it belonged to Speedway Harley-Davidson. They got a lot of 2024s up there right now too. So if you're interested in seeing the new colors or riding the bikes or just taking a look at what Harley's doing this year, y'all should swing by, because it's like a good, what, 20 of them on the floor now. So many different options, and probably all the colors right now are out there. All right, there we go. This bike will move, man. That 114 will move the bike just as it's gonna move your soul. Now I know there's a lot of bigger motors out there now. You got the 117, you could get a 131, even all the way up to that 135. But the 114 still puts out plenty of power. And once you do like a stage 1, stage 2, you're gonna get a ton of performance out of these motorcycles. I mean, you can even change these into like 131s, 135s. So it's a great platform for building up like performance out of your motorcycle if that's something you're looking to do. I've always been a fan of the Road King Special. Not so much your traditional Road King that they used to offer. Wasn't a huge fan of that one, but I've always liked the Road King Special. I like the looks of it, and I especially love it when you can get a Memphis Shades on there. It just looks good. A Memphis Shades, a T-Bars, Road King be hitting. Because I don't really need like the speakers and the navigation system and all that, because my music is in my helmet. That's where I listen to my music, in my helmet, because I'm always rocking a full face. You'll never catch me without a full face. And I feel like all of y'all out there riding should be wearing a full face. If you ain't, why you even wearing a helmet? Like, you care about your brain, but you don't need no chin. Like, you ain't got no full face on. You gonna be looking like them zombies or some shit off of like the weird movies. I'm just saying. I'll make another video about that, but y'all need to be wearing full face helmets. And with a full face helmet on, you can have full Bluetooth setup. You can talk on the phone while you're riding. You can have your music going. So all those extra amenities that are on the bigger baggers, I like it, but it's not like a necessity for me. So I have no problem with a Road King. Now this year, I'm doing a 1 to 10 scale on if I would personally own this bike. If I could, not because I can't, but if I could, would I personally own it? Now on the Fat Boy, that was the first one I rated. I think I gave it a 6. On this Road King, I would put it up there. I would give it about an 8. I have no problem owning a Road King. I think it's an amazing machine. It's a great bike. It's a great bike, especially if you plan on doing some touring and you don't need that fairing and all the extra stuff that comes with like the Road Glide and the Street Glide. They're stylish motorcycles, and these are becoming very popular. I've seen a lot of people doing things to these and stunting them and tricking them out, and they're good looking bikes. What the hell was that? I still hear it. I heard something that sounded like a motorcycle and it went past, but I didn't see shit. That's just weird. I actually used to own a white bike myself. I had a R6 that was painted and like airbrushed in this transformer theme. It looked really good. It had a similar pearl to it too. And white bikes are going to stand out. Like when you're out riding, you'll get noticed a lot more than if you're on like a darker colored bike. So some people buy the white bikes and the brighter bikes just for that safety purpose. But this one actually looks really good. I love the white sand pearl. That was one of the color options last year, but I think I like this white onyx pearl a little bit better because the pearl just hits so hard with this bright white. It's like an Arctic white color. It just looks so good. But y'all comment down below, what do y'all think of the Road King on a scale of 1 to 5? Just put your numbers down there. What number are you like? Are you most likely? Would you want one of these in your garage? Just put the numbers down in the comments down below. On a scale from 1 to 10, I think I said 1 to 5. 1 to 10, how likely would you own one of these if you could? I want to know how many people are at an 8 like myself. There's only like 1 or 2 of the new Harleys that I'd actually put at a 10, but y'all will see that as I'm out here reviewing these things. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, hit the bell notification, especially with all these new 2024s that's about to be dropping. I'm gonna be bringing them to y'all Make sure you follow Speedway Harley-Davidson's page, follow my Instagram page, follow my Facebook, all that stuff. Tune in, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.